Your name, sir?
Thomas Fleming.
Yeah, and you got that Lions on there that
Yeah, they
Yes.
blew it.
just, what was that yesterday? Is that your fault?
It's not my fault.
Oh, okay, all right, just checking. All
I'm only
right,
wearing it because it's a pullover. It doesn't have a zipper, so it's warmer.
warmer, gotcha, okay. Warmer than the team was. Anyway. Wow, you sound better.
So
Where are we on this case?
they couldn't get Terminix over the holidays. They scheduled it for the 2nd
Actually, they're going to be there today
today.
and
They didn't tell me that. We were not ready for today.
Who were you talking to?
I was talking to Brooke Austin, property manager. And she told me they weren't coming to the 2nd.
Right, but when was that conversation you were having with her?
I had it maybe a couple days after.
The last time we were here?
Yeah.
We were here on the 19th.
we're here on the 19th. On the 24th, I have a note that says this week's treatment is delayed to 12/26 due to the holidays. Next week's treatment is also delayed to Friday 1/2 due to the holidays. But it's, Your Honor, it's the same issue, which is they can't even properly assess whether the treatments are successful because of the condition.
Right, no, I get that part, I guess.
But everything,
I mean, my
we
concern.
took everything down.
Hold on.
Sorry.
That's all right. My concern is last time we were here, it was very clear to the court that it was going to take place that week on the 24th or 23rd or 24th. That didn't happen. It's now going to take place on the 26th. He's indicating that that's not the communication. He had the second date, but didn't have the 26th. And it's a weekly treatment, right? So do we know from the 2nd when the next one after that would be?
They're on Wednesdays,
They're on Wednesday, so it would go to the 7th. Okay.
So 2nd is Friday, and then it would be the 7th.
7th. And you guys aren't ready.
Well, we celebrated and we cooked. So there's some dirty dishes that I was going to clean today. And there's some stuff I need to move around in the mom's room so they can have access. It's kind of difficult because she's got her medical equipment in there, her bed, her walker, and some other things.
And you were assisting with that, right, sir?
Yes, Scott Martin. Yes, yes, I'm assisting Kevin as best I can. He has a nephew who doesn't want people in the home, so I don't have a lot of access, but he is, because of his mom's in there, it's just so hard for him to prepare. He tries to get her out of the home when they're doing the treatment.
That's the other thing.
He needs proper prep time, and there seems to be a communication mishap where they're not, either they told him he's not getting the message, but they're not informing him when they're there so he can prepare, so.
And here's what
I booked a hotel for the 2nd for my mom. I booked a hotel for my mom for the 2nd to get her out. But I need assistance in getting her up the stairs.
No, I got you. I understand that problem. So when you booked the hotel for the 2nd, did you do that also for the 7th? So thing is, I'm not sure what to do with today's date, but you're gonna have the treatment on the 2nd, right? But then that following week, they're gonna go back to that Wednesday.
Yeah.
So the hotel that you booked, I don't
It's
know.
only to the third,
Okay, but you,
so I'd have to book another hotel room.
I got you. I just want you to be aware that you're gonna need it for the 7th.
Yes,
Okay. Well, I don't know, we can go either way, but I don't know what to do about today. They're not ready. They're gonna not get there.
What about a settlement conference on the 6th?
Do I have that date?
The 6th is available, yes.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do, sir. Set a final settlement conference for January 6, 2026 at 9 AM. That'll be an in-person hearing. All right. And then I'll be able to sit down a little bit more in detail with the parties and figure out structurally what we're gonna do and try to resolve this. Okay, fair enough?
Mhm.
Okay. So we'll do that day. When you come in on that day, I won't be in my courtroom. I'll be down in courtroom A, the first courtroom when you come in.
Okay,
Okay?
all right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a
Thank you,
good
Your
new
Honor.
year.
Happy New Year.
Where are we on this?
She's at 2488.
Did you pay the 1,000?
I just didn't get paid yet. I get paid every 2 weeks, Fridays, but I haven't got paid today yet because of Christmas,
Oh, so you haven't, it's today you get paid, but you just haven't.
but it hasn't came yet.
Then how are you gonna get the rest of that paid up?
Mm. I just pay as much as I can every 2 weeks, every time I get paid to bring myself down. And then just raises itself back up.
How much is your monthly rent? Hereabouts.
1194 plus the utilities and trash. She'll be at 3756 next week.
And you went to, you're gonna be about 1756 short. So ma'am, let me ask you this. You're gonna pay how much today? 1,000?
Mhm.
Then you get paid on the 9th, and how much you gonna,
It'll probably be more than 1,000 on the ninth,
more than by how much?
maybe like 1,100, not too much more.
Okay, but a little bit more, okay. But if I just take that as 2,000, then you're gonna be 1756 that you still owe. You follow me? Cause
I think I can have it all paid before January 31st,
what's that mean? You know,
the full balance before
now
January.
I know what it all paid means. What do you mean by, what date are you talking?
Right before the first kicks in.
All right.
Whatever is the
Here's-
last month, whatever is the
hang on,
last pay
hang on.
period.
Here's what I'm gonna do. All right. I'm gonna grant a judgment, finding no tribal issue up here. I'm gonna grant a judgment for possession to the plaintiff. Okay. For what is today, is it 2988.52? So I'm gonna grant them that judgment. Defendant to pay $1,000 on the 26th today. Defendant to pay, I'll just make it an even 1,000 on the 9th of January. Got that?
Mhm.
Okay. If that's paid, then defendant to pay balance plus January rent by January 30th.
What date, Your Honor?
January 30th.
Thank you.
2026. If any of those payments are missed, then a writ may issue after the 5th. Okay,
Mhm.
of January. So you follow what I just did?
Yeah.
I'm trying to give you a way to get yourself out of this, okay? So you gotta pay that 1,000 today. If you don't pay that 1,000 today, then they can seek an order of eviction on January 5th,
Okay, but not until the 5th.
but not until the 5th. If you pay the 1,000 today, I'm basically giving you to the 9th, where you're gonna have to pay the other 1,000.
Okay,
Got it? Don't pay that, they can get a writ. They
Okay.
can get the writ. If you pay that on the 9th, then I'm gonna I'm gonna give you to the end of the month to get everything caught up.
Okay.
Fair enough?
Mhm.
That work for you think?
it's okay. Yes,
It's okay? What do you mean it's okay? Will it work for you?
I think so. I hope.
Okay,
Thank
well,
you.
me too. And I'm doing that based upon what you said. All right, so I'm gonna enter that judgment that way. All right,
Thank you.
you take care, have a good day. Your name, sir?
Dwayne Watson.
You gotta put that in.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Sorry.
Mr. Watson's total is 142013.
1420.
Yes, sir.
All right. How you gonna get that paid?
Okay, as I explained, on the video, and I did, call the attorney office, I did let him know that I will have 1,200 on the 31st,
Of,
of this month of December.
okay. So
And,
you'll have 1,200?
yes, sir. And, I did talk with, the, apartment, finance manager to let them know as well what I'm planning to do. The extra 200, okay.
Go ahead, the extra 200.
The extra 200, I did reach out to the attorney's office yesterday, and I let them know that I can have the remainder of the 200 paid by the 14th of January.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
Yes, sir.
All right. So by the 14th, you can have it paid.
Yes, sir.
All right, and then what's your plan for January?
I plan to,
I gotta figure it out.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
figuring it out.
I hear you.
Okay,
Now, hold on.
yes, sir.
Here's what I'm gonna do for you, okay?
Sure.
I'm gonna find no tribal issue. I'm going to judgment to the plaintiff for possession, the 14/20/13. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm locking your December figure.
The 1,400?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. And I'll order that the defendant has to pay 1,200 by January 5th.
okay,
And the balance, if that's paid, then the balance I'll just make it January 15th,
okay.
by January 15th of the judgment amount.
Yes, sir.
What I'm doing here, I'm not dealing with January.
I understand.
You got me?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna pay the 1,200 by what date?
By what would be the rate date? He's gonna have it at the end of this month, but it's gotta be paid to the landlord by the 5th. So if you pay the 1,200 by the 5th, then you get the extra time to get that 200, get that in,
By the 15th.
then you can worry about January.
Yeah, yes, sir. Absolutely.
Fair enough?
That's fair.
That's what we'll do.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. Happy New Year.
And to you too. Thank you. Court does call the case of Evergreen versus Paisley Brennan.
It's an action for non-payment of rent. James Sink for the plaintiff. This defendant owes $2,413.39 in rent. The costs are $172 for a total possession only judgment of $2,585.39.
All right. Ms. Brennan, how are you planning on getting that paid?
I think it was last week when I came, I had to submit a response, an answer for that, which I did
Yeah.
online.
You did it?
Yeah,
I don't have
online. Maybe I also emailed it to myself, which I haven't received the email yet. So I don't know if I don't know if I did it wrong or what, but I did fill it out.
Do you have? Does it show an answer was filed? 'Cause I don't have it. Did you get an answer from her?
A written answer?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Yeah, I did it at the beginning of this week.
Okay. Although I don't have it in front of me, there's an oven issue and a light. Right? So there's something wrong with your stove.
Yeah, the stove hasn't been working since May, and then there's a few other issues that I was trying to address last week that I did put in the answer.
Okay, so there's repair issues.
I have something on there, Your Honor.
Yes, go ahead.
When we filed the case, there were no open work orders. Based on Ms. Brennan's reports to the court, they opened work orders, but she has not allowed entry to address them.
When I put the orders in, whoever's in charge of that were saying that they completed the orders, even though they didn't. So they were closing the orders after I opened them. And then somebody reached out to me at the
Yeah,
beginning
but
of
what,
this week.
Miss Brennan, are you letting them into your apartment?
Somebody reached out to me this week, and I told her after my family leaves after the holidays that we could do everything then.
Yeah, but they can't have repairs, then not let them in to do the repairs.
Yeah, I just told her after the holidays will be better. She asked me when was a good time, and I said after the holidays. So it's not that I wouldn't let her. She just asked when was a good time, and that's what I said, after the holiday. Especially because I'm working a lot right now too.
Well, ma'am, are you giving them permission to enter or not?
They can if they have to. I just wanted to wait until after the holidays.
Follow me here. You can't complain that they're not doing the repairs and then not give them access. So
I understand that.
ma'am, I'm gonna do this one of two ways. You got two options here. Do they have permission to enter even if you are not home? Yes or no?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, she's granted you permission to enter. You have work orders from her.
We don't have from her. They initiated them after.
No, I understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
we have work orders. If she wants to add anything to it, she can submit a work order.
Okay. Then what I'll do is then I'll adjourn this to January 9th, 2026 at 1 PM. That is an in-person hearing. They're gonna come in, they're gonna do the repairs.
Okay.
All right?
Would you consider having her pay some money to the court, Your Honor?
Well, I would, especially because January is coming up. Ma'am,
Yes.
what do you have to pay towards your rent? Because you now are gonna have your January rent coming up.
I have the full balance. I just haven't been paying it because of that.
What's your monthly rent?
It's 1069, and then they add utilities, so it varies, but it's usually around 11 to 1200.
So I want 1,200 plus. I'm gonna order half of December. I'm gonna order that you're to pay by January 5th, $1,800 to court escrow.
Okay.
You need an order, Your Honor.
We better on this one. Thank you.
Take care of it today.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
See you on the 9th.
Okay.
We're at about 2,000. She did an SER.
It's at
And
1998.90.
pardon?
1998.90 right now.
Yes. All right. Any news on anything, Ms. Mitchell?
So I haven't received my letter for determination of a SCR. However, I did reach out to Hawk because January's rent has been added to the account. So I know by then they will meet that whole balance. And then I have an appointment on January 2nd for that.
With Hawk?
Yes.
Okay. So when they add how much is your monthly rent, man?
1059.
Pardon?
1059.
Okay. Okay, so let me ask you this. If I just ballpark this, let's see. I'm just gonna go 2,000 and then just gonna go up on everything.
Mhm.
Do you have $100 that you could pay to the court? Can you
Yes.
come up with that?
Yes.
Well, actually, don't pay it to the court, pay it to the landlord.
Okay. Just in the portal?
Pardon?
Just in the
Yeah.
portal? Okay.
Just pay it. Then you've got an appointment with Hawk, what date?
January 2nd.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, ma'am, is I'm gonna adjourn your case to January 9th,
Okay.
2025 at 1 PM. That's an in-person,
Okay.
okay?
Yes.
And you had 2 people in your house, right?
No, me and my children. All
How
together.
many?
3.
3?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She's gonna need.
She's gonna
About 250.
She's gonna need 250?
Well, yeah, I'm looking at with the late fee, sick.
Oh,
So
with
she's
the
gonna be
late fees.
170, it's gonna be 3170.11 on the first. When we get here on the 9th, it's going to be 3270.11.
Okay, I got it. Is there a way you can come up with that with about
300.
300.
250,
Yes,
300?
if I could just have till like the middle of next week. I just haven't gotten paid.
The
yet.
middle of next week?
Yes, like Wednesday.
Okay, well, here's what I'll do. I will need you to pay $300. Let's get that paid by, if I told you to get that paid by the 7th, you think you can do that
Yes.
to the landlord?
Yeah.
Okay. And I think we'll just do that way, okay?
Yeah.
Does that work for you?
Yes.
And then we'll see what Hawk says and see where we go from here, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a happy new year.
You as well.
Evergreen versus Lene Dunn.
James Sink for the plaintiff.
Moved up.
She is at $1,130.69.
What? Okay. Your name, ma'am?
Lene Dunn.
All right. And how much did you give me total? I'm sorry, Mr. Frank.
1130.69.
All right. And that's because she paid the 600.
I paid the 500.
That's fine.
Okay.
I got you. Yeah, when I look at it. And then you were gonna pay 1,000 a day.
My check was short. I missed some days of work because I was sick.
Okay. So
Um,
let me ask, how much can you pay today?
I can pay 600 today.
600 again, okay.
And I get paid again. I get paid every 2 weeks. So I'll get paid again on the 6th or the 7th, whichever day is Wednesday, January.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find no travel issue. I'm gonna grant the plaintiff a judgment for possession. Basically lock in that $1,130 figure, okay? Going to pay $600 today, that's gonna lessen that balance, and you're gonna be at about what, 530, another 600. And you can have that by when? You think, the 7th, which is that Wednesday?
Yes, because I'll have my holiday paid in and I'll be able to
I
pay.
got you. All right. And then, so she should pay the 600 today, and if she pays the 600 today, I'll extend the writ date to the January 9th, that Friday. All right, that's not including anything having to do with your January rent. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just doing that. That way you'll have an ability to get this paid.
Thank you.
Does that work?
That works perfect. Thank you.
Does it?
Yes.
Works perfect?
Yes.
That's because I said it. No, yes, well, no, I really do mean that, but, all right. I'll
What
sign,
date, Your Honor?
pardon?
What did you say was the red date?
The 9th.
The 9th. I wrote
Yeah.
the 3rd on there. Could you fix?
Oh, you
Just
did?
realize that would be the 10 days.
All right, so she'll have until the 9th to get that paid. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Have a good New Year.
You-
Peninsula Place versus Jamar Pie. Uh-oh. Got the bottle, got it quiet, and then I call you, right? All right, state your name.
Joe Marpar.
Thank you. All right, where are we with his?
To keep cheating me by bringing the baby in. He's at 1,017.36,
1,017.36.
which means he's paid a little over 500.
From the last time that we were here, right?
Yeah, he was supposed to pay 1,000, but he did pay.
Well, no, I had a,
Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's the next one.
yeah, no, he wasn't gonna pay 1,000. He was gonna pay, he was actually gonna pay 400, but paid more than.
Yeah, I
he said he
paid
was-
530 and paid an extra 100 the
Cool.
other day. So I'm at like 900 right now, but the last 100 is pending, like right now.
You paid something yesterday
Yeah,
on Christmas?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Okay, so okay, I got you. No, that's fine. You don't have to show it. I believe you. Because you paid more than what you, reason I don't need to say, you told me that you were gonna pay 4, but you've actually paid more than what you told
Yeah.
me you were gonna pay.
Right.
Okay, so how are you gonna get this last part paid out?
Well, rent coming up, so I'm gonna pay rent. And then,
Well, hold on, don't. I hear what you're saying, but I don't wanna look at it that way right now.
right,
How would you get this 1,017 paid?
really basically paying it. I was gonna try to pay it all off through January. That's what I was planning to do. Cause it's only
That
900 right
and,
now.
right, that and January?
Yeah, and January rent, so upcoming rent, and then before February rent come, it should be all the way down.
Okay, so, all right. I gotta work with certain accounting principles as to how we're doing this, okay?
Right.
So, how much is your monthly rent?
Around like 658, just rent by itself.
All right, so let me ask you this. When's the next payment you can make?
It'll be after the first, so probably.
No, that's okay. I just needed you to tell me when you can do it.
Well, I was doing 200 a week, so
You're doing 200 a week is what you want to do.
yeah.
So what day do you get paid? I mean, what day of the week were you gonna try to make that 200?
I want to say like the 5th.
The Monday?
Yeah. Well, I don't know exactly what day it is, but the 5th of January.
That's a Monday.
All right.
But that's when you want to pay the next 200, is what you're telling me. But here's the deal, if you pay 200 each week, then by the end, if you start on the 5th, by the end of January, you've only paid $800, which is really effectively gonna be just basically your January rent
Right.
cost. But then you're still gonna owe this 900 now.
Right.
You follow me?
Yeah, but I was saying I was gonna pay rent too, like paying rent too.
Right, but so here's what I'm trying to do, like with everybody else. I'm trying to work out how you're gonna do this so I can give you more time to get it done.
Okay,
Because right now, if I give this judgment, you gotta come up with that basically 1,000 according to their records, but 900 according to yours. You'd have to come up with that by the 5th.
okay, no,
So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out how to kind of spread it out for you, but I gotta make sure for the landlord that everything's gonna get paid.
okay, right.
So when are you gonna pay, since you wanna work it that way, we'll try it. When are you gonna pay your January rent?
Around the same time I was gonna pay that extra 200, so,
Around the 5th?
yeah,
Okay,
So you're
So,
gonna pay
hold on
like
a second.
900 on the 5th total?
right, and that's
Yeah,
not
then-
the
'Cause
balance.
your rent's 729.
Yeah,
And how much did you pay yesterday?
I paid 100 yesterday.
729, and then you're gonna pay, so we might be able to do this, do it
Right.
just as straight. Okay,
Yeah,
so. You
let's
got
make it-
900 basically that you gotta pay, right?
right, yeah,
So we're gonna make this real simple. I'm gonna
Closer
grant,
to 8, Your Honor.
pardon?
It's closer to 8. The rent's 729 and he's got, the utilities are pretty small there because they're split with the other folks in the apartment. But his January rent is gonna be just under 800.
800.
And he owes
So-
1,017.36, make it 917.36. So that's why I say his rent's gonna be a total of 8.
So he needs the additional 200, which will bring him about 1,000 and do whatever, okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, young man, again, just trying to make it simple. By that date, the 5th,
mhm.
do you think you can come up with $1,000? Well, no. How much would he have to come up with? Let's see, you got me
He
confused.
says if he paid 100
100,
yesterday,
he's
he
at,
owes 917.36.
Right. So $900.
so can you pay that 917.36 by the 5th? Or if I gave you to the 7th, can you get that paid?
Can we go to the 10th, or am I pushing it?
What about the 9th?
9th, cool. We could do the 9th.
Yes, sir.
Done.
No, that's fine. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grant a judgment for possession for that total amount of the 917.56. That's only because they don't have the 100 right now. Okay?
Right,
But
but
they'll
it's
just
changing.
subtract that out.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'll give you until the 9th.
All right, so if it's all paid, I'll have to come back here on the
You don't have to come back. The baby does, you don't know.
9th.
But no, you don't have to come back on that, but understand that what we just ordered here, that doesn't include your January rent.
Right,
Even though you're paying the January, you gotta then get your January rent paid.
that's cool.
Got it?
Yep,
Okay, that'll work.
appreciate it.
All right, not a problem. Take care. Peninsula Place versus Shackleton's Gardener. Should have just called them up at the same time. Why not? Then they just switch the baby, bring the baby.
See how they're
See,
doing
They,
it.
no, they got it all under
They
control.
know.
They realize that I like both of them, but I'd rather just see the baby.
She's at 1999.61.
1999.61. All right. And Ms. Gardner, how are you gonna get that? Now,
I couldn't,
you said you paid 1,000.
I couldn't pay it. My car broke down.
Your what?
My car broke down,
Okay.
middle of the street. But I have half of the 1,000 from January 2nd right now. That I can,
Say again?
I was gonna pay another 1,000 on January 2nd. I have half of it now if you want me to pay.
Half of. You have 1,000?
She has 500 right now.
From my check that's coming next week.
Okay.
You want me to pay it before the second, and I can pay
And
the
then the second, you'll have how much?
500.
So you'll have 1,000 by the second. Gotcha.
You have the other 1,000.
The 16th,
The 15th?
the 16th, 2 weeks from the
Ooh.
second.
By the 15th,
16th.
16th, that Friday. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Ms. Gardner, here's what I'm gonna do, because this is gonna be I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna lock you in at this point so that we're not dealing. How much is your January rent?
635 before add.
Okay, then I'm not gonna worry about your January at this point. Here's what I'm gonna give you time to get this done.
Mhm.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grant it for possession to the landlord for the 1999-61. Defendant to pay $1,000 January 2nd, 2026. Getting paid balance by January 16th, 2026. You don't pay that 1,000 by the second, then what's gonna happen is they're gonna be entitled to a writ on the 5th.
Okay.
Got it?
Mhm.
You think you can do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna pay.
Why are you looking at me like that, Miss? Didn't I?
Me?
Yeah. Are you just looking at me funny? What, are you mad at me?
No, I
I
forgot
don't
to check the money judgment box on Mr. Pye's judgment. I was waiting for a chance to tell you that I would request that you check the money box on that.
Oh, on that, okay, we'll do that. Then I'll grant a judgment
The
to
guilty
the
plea
plaintiff
where
in
no
this
man
case
pursueth
for
or
possession and money. All right, you'll get everything paid by the 16th,
Yes.
right? And now that we resolve both of your cases, the little guy, I don't get to see him anymore. I almost want to just set another date for one of the two of you, make you bring the baby. All right, you guys take care of yourselves,
Thank
take care
you.
of that little one, all right? I need Mr. Pye's file back, so I can check the box for Mr. Glencoe Hills versus Ali Hicks. Hello,
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. Your name?
Ollie Renee Hicks.
All right. And where are we with, well, this was a judgment taken.
But you've already issued a judgment and an order of eviction. It's scheduled for the 8th. She, with the help of Ms. Bauer, has had her voucher reinstated by RPI. And they have not sent official notification yet.
So,
See, the documentation from our RPI will reduce her to 896.69.
that she would owe on that?
That she would owe, and otherwise it would be, yeah, so that's what we have is 896.69 that she will still owe, which I think she's responsible to pay.
Okay, what do you want to say, man?
I spoke with an attorney from Legal Services,
Okay,
and he stated to me that there is a possibility that my portion to pay may be zero because I was cut off of Social Security in July. So there may be a chance that it will be zero, but I have to wait to find out. I'm not for sure, but he said that there is a possibility But also, in addition to that, I have an appointment with Hawk the first week of January. And they are working together with senior services to get the rent paid. I believe the name of the group is Senior Services of Washtenaw County.
If I could have just a moment here, I did get an email from Mr. Campbell. Let's see. That's not helpful, but let's see. Housing Bureau, Ms. Linton is involved. And so they are reversing the current termination, but there's still some gazintas to do about some employment that Ms. Hicks has had. So as of right now, it looks like my client used the best case scenario for what we know, which is that she owes 896 will be her portion, 896.69.
But she has two.
Instead of 5,300 or something.
Right,
like that.
exactly. So it seems to me that what I will do is, I think I'm inclined to adjourn this to the 16th. I want to see what the agency says, whether or not there's assistance there that would at least pay that off. There may have to be some calculation, but also if your rent should have been 0, it may give them time to figure that out, which might reduce that. Now it might go up because there's some other issues involved. I get that, but at least it. Yes, ma'am.
I spoke with Mr. Campbell last night, and there was a job I had, and that job was, I took the position because I was cut off with Social Security. And I stated to him that that was after I was, the voucher had been terminated, which was September. So that employment will not impact what I owe.
Okay. Well, we'll sort that out.
Yes.
I'm more worried about the fact that if there's assistance out there that will cover that, then we can cover it. But also then if it was supposed to be 0, then maybe that's going to take away from some of that. That's really what concerns me. But what the good thing is that the big chunk of it.
Yeah.
All right. So.
I want to do my
Have you issued the order of eviction, Your Honor? I see that we submitted one, and my client told me it was scheduled for the 8th, but I don't have a signed copy in front of me.
You see the writ on this?
I just want to make sure that nobody
On the
comes on
11th.
the 8th to move
Yes.
her out when she's expecting to come to court on the, did you say the
16th. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay the writ at this point, or stay the execution of the writ. And then I'll adjourn this to January 16th, 2026 at 2 p.m. Okay. And then maybe we can have some news either on the assistance or the other thing. Sound good?
That'll work.
Okay. All right.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Have a blessed meeting. Well, how's the case? Glencoe Hills, sir. Jana Williams.
Hello.
Oh, there she is. Hello.
Hi.
I had to find you on my screen, but there.
And Jacqueline Murphy,
And Jacqueline Murphy.
their balance today is $3,119.36, which is what it was last week.
It shouldn't be. I
She was-
paid $1,200 this morning.
Hold on a second. So you paid 1,200 this morning?
Indeed.
Okay, that's what you told me
Yeah, so that would take her to about 2.
about.
I'll pay
cheap.
1,000 next month. I mean, not next month, next week. And then I'll have the remaining.
On what
paid,
day? on.
Next week, Friday at the latest.
So on the
The
second?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that would take her down to, okay.
That would take her to,
Well, he's trying to figure out that number, ma'am. Then when's the next time a payment could be made?
The week after. So on the second, I'll make 1,000, and then on the 9th, I'll make the remaining balance.
You could do that, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
it's about 1,400 total getting added. So on the first,
Yeah, but
No, it's-
if I just stop it now, she's gonna have to figure out, I'm looking at it, she says she can get this paid off by the 9th. So if I don't include January and everything, and I just do that so you can get this paid off, and you gotta figure out January, I think that's probably the best way to go on this.
okay with me.
That makes sense to you, Miss Williams?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna grant them a judgment, finding no triable issue after a hearing. For the 30, I'm gonna put the full amount of the 31,1630 or 1936, is that it?
31,1936, and that's a default. That's to Ms. Murphy.
Yes, and the default is Ms. Murphy regarding the same amount. They'll subtract off the 12 that you paid. Then I will indicate defendant to pay $1,000 by January 2nd. If that's not paid, a writ would issue the 5th. And then defendant, but if that 1,000 is paid, defendant to pay balance by the 9th. And then that'll satisfy that judgment, and then you can figure out January.
January
good?
would get paid too. I
Pardon?
just had to put my car. I said January would get paid too. It's no issue. I just had to put my car.
No,
in the shop.
that's not, ma'am. I'm not saying that. I'm saying in terms of being in jeopardy of losing your housing with an order of eviction. I'm not dealing with January. I'm just gonna deal with the December number. And this is gonna just get paid toward the December number, then you're all set with me.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And then you just pay that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Court calls the case Glencoe Hills versus Michael McPherson. Your name, sir?
Michael McPherson, Jr.
Thank you. What are you doing? I signed it. It just needs to go in that file. All right. How much is owing on it?
171623.
All right. You applied to Hawk and SER.
Yes, I did.
What happened with Hawk? You need to answer.
I'm sorry, my fault, sir.
No, it's
Haven't heard anything back from Hawk yet. My caseworker went on vacation, I think, for like 2 or 3 weeks, or a week or two, I'm sorry, a week or two. That she stated to me when I had my interview
These
with
go
her
with it.
last week.
the caseworker at Hawk.
At Hawk, yes.
Pardon? Amy's not here. They went on vacation. How dare they? That's what I should have done. What? Just thought I'd throw that out there. Well, no. Okay. What's your monthly rent?
Monthly rent is about, I think it's 1119.
It's 1119 and another $50 for utilities.
So if
So he'll
Hawk
be at-
approves him, he'll be under 3.
He'll be at 2894.58 on the first.
Cause January's in on there, I think, right now.
Yeah,
You'll still
no,
be
yeah,
at 3.
but let me ask this, sir. Are you working or?
Currently searching for active work. I had to resign from my job, got injured, went on an Aflac, unpaid time off. Used to work at Petco right there, Arborland Plaza.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's gonna be the problem. The problem's gonna be that Hawk's gonna want to see sustainability before they're gonna pay. All right. So let's try to get this locked in. I'm gonna grant a judgment for possession to the plaintiff for the 16/23, so that that number won't go up. I mean, you'll owe January. He's got to get himself employed, got to get an answer from Hawk.
Yeah,
If you're, huh?
I say, because right now I'm only receiving the SSDI and possibly could do like 100 a week, but that's about it for right now.
All right.
When, do you have a Hawk appointment?
Yeah, if I had an appointment already,
You just-
spoke with them, she's has to get back with me. She went on vacation.
But you got SSDI right now,
Yes,
so that still might run into it. How much is that amount for you?
myself, 1147, I believe.
Okay, so I don't know how they're gonna figure that, but there's something there. Let's do this. I'm just gonna lock this in. I won't have a writ issue till the 16th. I'm gonna give him some extra time. All right.
Did you file a CR also?
I also did that as well. Yes.
Okay, so I'm giving him the additional week here, actually, so. All right, so I'm gonna go out to the 16th, so nothing can happen until the 16th.
Okay.
I'm gonna suggest that you try to pay your landlord what you can,
Okay.
okay? And then, right, and then try to get. I mean, what I'm looking at is I'm hoping that Hawk will come through. Or SCR, something's gonna come through to fill that gap
So the gap, I understand.
for
where
you.
you're coming
You follow
from.
what I'm getting at?
Yes, you're right.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to give you that chance to do that, rather than bringing you back to the 9th and. Yeah, that would be a problem. Okay,
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
you're welcome, sir.
All right.
Have a good new year.
You as well.
Outside Lake 2 versus Deion Brown.
You got James Fink for the plaintiff. He's at 1444.55.
I made 680 payments today with the court and escrow.
How much? Yep, he did.
Yesterday, I made a $6 payment online. It was all I could make. But so with total, I made $1,001 as of today. So that's the total I made.
Hold on, how much did you pay?
Yesterday, I paid $6. The day before that, I made
Six.
yeah.
Six.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
And then the day before that, I paid $315.
Gotcha. And then you paid 680 into the court.
Yeah.
What's that leave him? You're at 1440.
I should be at 445.
680. Yeah, something like a little bit more than that, but
All right.
when you gonna have January?
January's won't be paid until the 6th or the 7th, whatever that.
So when?
The
You
7th.
said all of it?
Hopefully.
pay.
I just found out on Wednesday I get a garnishment on my check. So that's why I wasn't able to pay more.
I'm just wondering which works out better for him
Yeah.
to adjourn it or to do it now. It sounds like if he's gonna get it paid.
The 445 on the 31st. And then I can just worry about January's on the 7th. Because it's gonna be late regardless.
Can you pay
And I
by
hate
the
to say that, but
31st?
If I didn't have that garnishment, then I would be able
Well,
to.
hold, right, but hold on a second. There's a reason why it's being asked. Can you get the rent, the 445 or the 500, right around there, whatever that is, Are you sure you can get that by the 31st?
Yes.
Are you?
Right now I'm $80 short. I just have to borrow that. from
$80 short?
Yeah, I have to get that from somebody. But
Okay.
yeah.
So here's what I'm gonna do. You gotta have it in before the end of the month.
I can get it.
Okay, just listen to me, because what happens if you get it in before the end of the month, they dismiss the case.
Okay.
So what that means is I'm gonna adjourn your case out to the 9th. If you don't get that paid by then, and I gotta come back on the 9th, the first click in, then I'm dealing with January rent.
Okay.
And I like you, but I don't need to see you.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
45 on the 31st.
Yeah.
Pay whatever your balance is. But
Whatever the balance
Well,
is.
the balance is 444 plus. I have that in the email. So,
Okay.
But that's today. Check next week, just to make sure. I don't want you
Well,
coming back
no,
over $5.
I
is
was
all.
I was told that if I pay the 445 by the
If you come back in here over $5, you know what I'm gonna do?
my balance is zero if I pay up.
He doesn't care. January 6th, January 9th, 2026, what time? At 1 PM. That's in person. Get it paid. I don't expect to see you.
I don't.
Since I won't see you, have a happy new year.
Thank you. Have a good
You
one.
hear me? Take care. He's gonna do everything in his power to come back. Golf site Lake 3 versus Eric Gall.
James Fink for the plaintiff. 26, 24, 34 total.
26, 36, 34.
26, 24, 34.
24, 30. Okay, how are we getting this paid?
How much do you see that I paid?
Well, I'm trying to do some math.
Because it should be a little bit lower than
like,
that, but I made a
yeah,
payment
like
this
100
morning and one yesterday.
100 and something. Well, yesterday I wouldn't have, so.
And then this morning I made one for 250. I did 70 yesterday.
Looks like you paid.
You see the 45 and the 85.
I see the 45 and the 85, so you paid 125 since we were here last.
And then
And
yesterday I paid 70, and then today I paid 250.
$17 or 70? 70?
Yeah.
70 and 250?
Yeah.
320.
So he's at about 2,300 total. She's at about 2,300 total.
All right. How you gonna get that done?
So I have an appointment with Hawk on the 5th. I did an SER.
On the 5th, and he did an SER.
Yes. But I will still make payments, during that.
No, I know. I'm not.
It will be
But this is the part.
26. Wait a minute. I think I'm missing a page. Are you zero now? Right. How much is your rent?
1179.
I don't have the page of the ledger, but it looks like it'll be about 4 after the first.
4,000. Okay, depending on what Hawk then says.
Yeah.
And then if you could come up with 1,000.
But even if he gets a judgment now under 3, they're gonna want him to be at 0 in order to pay him.
Pardon?
They're gonna want him to
have it,
not just to satisfy the judgment. They want him to be at 0.
0. Is that 4?
It'll be about 38, I think.
38, then gotta get 8 in. If Hawk then were to say, we'll pay the 3, we gotta find 8. That makes sense to you, what I'm saying?
When's your appointment? 10th?
5th.
I'm gonna, nice. Keep paying on this.
Okay. I will.
January 9th, 2026, 1 PM. Just keep paying on it.
Best.
I'm not sure what we'll do. We'll figure it out. All right, we did it the last 8 times, so we'll figure it out. No, I'm just kidding. All right, take care. Gulfside Lake versus Emmett Red Wine. And here we go.
Here we approach.
Both of you, come on. Wait, what? You know, I know this, I did. I know this.
What am I paying you right now?
No.
All right, so what do you have as his current balance?
306873.
Told me you paid 1,000
Paid
today.
1,000 of that today.
So that's where he's down.
Awesome.
My understanding is you need till the 16th to get this all paid.
Correct.
All right, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock the figure in. Give you a judgment for possession. I'm gonna do the whole 306873. They'll take, I'm gonna do that as the whole amount of the judgment. They'll take out the 1,000 once they have it on there. And then you gotta have everything paid by the 16th,
Okay, how much is that with that?
by January 16th,
And
2026.
that's 2,000, how much?
Huh?
So that's,
This would be 2100
okay,
Yeah, about 21.
by the 17th.
Yes. Yes.
okay.
Yeah, that's the redemption date, 17th.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Got it?
Good.
We're good.
We're good one. Happy New Year.
And to
all.
you, Mr.
Thank
Goodwin. That's gotta be the shortest time, well, the second shortest time you talked to me.
When I doesn't count the 5 minutes I had before you took the bench.
Yeah, okay. Court does call the case, Gulfside Lake 3 versus Michelle Goebel. She's on Zoom.
Marlon Goebel.
And Darwin. Or Marlon. Excuse me.
Hey, it's Michelle. Gold.
There she is. Okay.
288835.
So I did cash in a money order. I have it right here. I didn't realize until I got home that we needed to scan like a barcode and all that. So I'm gonna find a way to get that to the office. So I
Is
have
that, how much is that for?
850.
Okay. So you told me you were gonna pay 1,000 by today, but you only have the 850.
Yes, I had to pay my internet. That was about 1.6. Then I had to get food. And that's all I have. So, but
Food and internet.
I work from home, so the
No,
internet.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you don't have to apologize for that. I get it. I don't know. I'd probably go without food before I went without internet.
Right.
Okay. So she paid 850.
It looks like she has to go to a cash payment place to make her payments because of the NSF earlier this month.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay.
I just want to make sure she knows that.
You know that? You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. So she's at around the $2,000 figure. When do you think you're gonna come up with that amount?
So I did find out today that my job has a financial hardship program.
Pardon? That
At
your
my-
work does?
Yep. And but they don't come back into the office until next Friday. So I already submitted my forms and everything. I did apply to Hawk as well. I haven't heard back from them yet. So
Okay,
right
here's
now,
what I'm gonna do.
yeah.
How much is your monthly rent or thereabouts?
About like 1250, I believe.
Okay, then here's what I'm gonna do. You paid the 8, you got yourself down basically in the $2,000 range. I'm gonna lock that figure in. I'm not gonna include January in this. I'm gonna judgment for possession, no tribal issue. I'm gonna make it for the 288835. All right, but I'm gonna give you about 10 more days to get it done. So you gotta get that in. You apply through your hardship program, see if you can get all this done. But this figure doesn't include January,
Okay.
okay?
Mhm.
So then I'll just make it the 16th of January for a red. So I'm giving you additional time, see if you can get the hardship program, get that money in. That'll clear you through December and then you work toward January. Fair enough?
Thank you so much, Your Honor. That's great. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
You take care. I realize things have kind of been tough for you, but I have to appreciate one thing about you, Ms. Goebel. And that is every time you shown up, no matter how dark or whatever it looked, you always had a smile on your face. So always keep that up, okay?
I appreciate you. Thanks. Happy New Year.
And to you. Gulfside Lake versus Ashley Branch.
He is at 2388.67, which means she
23.
paid $1,000.
Got it. Her name?
Ashley Branch.
All right. And Branch, how were you intending on getting the rest of this paid?
So yesterday I made a payment for 1380. I don't know if it uploaded or not.
Nope. Not, I mean, it might have uploaded, but I don't know about it.
She
So-
paid the 1,000 plus 1380?
No, I paid 1380 altogether yesterday.
1380?
Yes.
So that would take her to 2008, so 2010 roughly.
And I paid last week when we spoke, I paid the hold on, I'm sorry.
Yep, we got that.
Okay, and then I paid 300 on the 19th.
Got that.
You got that? So my balance is 2,000.
Well, yeah, here. May I, Your Honor, okay, take a second with her? Here's your ledger. Here's your two payments. So you were at 3388 last week when you were in court. Paid that, so it's 23. You don't have the 1380 that you paid. So, and then here's what you gotta be careful about though is after you're gonna, on the first, you're gonna go up to 38.56, but you're right now you're 2388 minus that 13.
80. So, okay.
Wait, so you say so you paid 13.8, so you owe $1,000 now.
1,098. I believe.
When can you pay that?
I can do 500 next Thursday when I get paid, and then can I do January and then the 598 on the 9th?
So you can get,
Want to just adjourn it?
yeah, you can get everything. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. You got a plan. She goes, what do you mean? I'm gonna adjourn this out to the 9th. Give you a chance to get everything.
If you get to a zero balance, you don't have to come to court.
On the 9th.
Yeah.
January 9th, 2026, 1 p.m.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Happy New Year. How much is owing on this?
$1,740.64. Court costs of $193. A total of $1,933.64. Mr. Anderson did make a $500 payment last week or beginning of this week.
Okay, so the 500 on the 25th, has that one been taken into account?
Yes, Judge, it was.
Okay. All right, Mr. Anderson, how are you gonna get through? How are you gonna get the rest of this paid, sir?
I make payments. I got another 500 today. That's all I can do is just keep making payments.
So you got 500 today.
Yeah.
And then let me ask you this. You can keep making payments, but if you pay 500 today, you're gonna owe just shy of 1,500. How long will that take you?
Probably all of next month, to be honest.
It'll take you all of next month to get the 15. What about January's rent?
That's including covering January, including
Okay.
covering January and covering my late everything. I'll need all of
No, hang on.
Okay.
If I just told you I'm not worried about January rent, and you had to pay the 1,500, how fast can you pay that?
It'd take me a couple weeks at least to come up with that.
Can you get it paid by, say, the 15th of January?
I mean, if I have to, I have to. I don't really have a choice.
Okay, so here's what I'm trying to do. You pay the
Okay.
500, there's 1,500 that are owing. I may lock that figure in so that you gotta just get that paid to maintain your housing and then try to figure out January. All right?
Yep.
And that's what I'm trying to do. And I think
Gotcha.
that may be, listening to you, that may be the best way for this to work for you.
Yes.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find no tribal issue after hearing. I'm gonna grant plaintiff a judgment for possession in the amount of the 1933.64. You would normally have until the 5th to pay. What I'm gonna do, because I see where your payments are, or at least how you're trying to do this. Over the objection of plaintiff, there's no writ until the 16th of January.
Okay.
All right, so
Yeah.
you need to get this paid and then work toward January. But this
Okay.
buys you some time. All right,
Okay.
sir?
That works fine.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Orchard Grove versus Andrew Laird. Okay,
Can I stand in here?
what'd you say?
In here?
What do you want to do?
I mean, I can stand over there too.
Attorney Carrie,
Hello,
Dan.
Morning. Good afternoon. Feels like morning.
What's your name?
My name is Stephanie.
Stephanie Laird or Stephanie?
Stephanie Mack.
Okay, it's all right.
We
Okay,
have,
what's
we have adult children together, him and I do, so. So I was here last Friday on Zoom.
Slow down, take a breath. You're good.
Well, I went to Celine too.
Did you?
Yes. And they were
Beautiful
supposed to.
city. All right, but like, just listen. So do you live in the apartment?
I do.
Okay.
I'm the one that resides in there. He lives in Ypsilanti.
God.
And we have a really good relationship, so thank goodness. But I was here a week ago on the Zoom with you, and there was like so many discrepancies with the numbers that they were giving me. So when I was on the Zoom, it said 81311. On this piece of paper, it said 698, and on my thing that she sent me this morning, actually, it said 795. We did speak about it this morning because I had emailed for like
being whom?
Patrice.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Yes,
I need to be a little bit more specific. I did talk to Patrice this morning because I had been emailing like the last week since Friday when I left, because I'm like, well, what number do I pay? I have this number that I got through the court, this number that I have in this piece of paper, and this number that I have on my ledger. So I didn't know which one to pay. I had been emailing her, and she said it's the 795.11, I do believe. And I talked to her this morning. I'm going to pay it on Friday.
This Friday?
Not today, but next Friday. I'm sorry. Today's Friday, right?
The 2nd.
It's the 2nd, yes.
All right.
So,
I was the one that chose Christmas over.
Hold on. What do you have owing this thing?
I show $813.11, the amount that was placed on the record at the last hearing, and I verified that with my client. The difference, Judge, is that the service fee is different. My court costs show 193, and I think the client is showing a little bit less than that, and so that's where the difference comes into play. So it's the $18
gotcha.
difference.
$18. That does make sense. Yes. So it is 813.11. So it does say something different on the thing that she sent me this morning.
Okay, so you're gonna get that paid by Friday the 2nd.
Yes, sir.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do, ma'am. I'm gonna grant a judgment to the plaintiff, finding no tribal issue for the 813.11 total amount. All right. And with the writ date, I can just make it the 5th of January, but you'll have it all paid.
Yes.
That doesn't include your January rent. I don't want to go over into January because then we're going to be dealing with that. That's why I'm doing it this way.
Yeah. So, and
So if you pay it, we're done.
yeah, the only reason why I didn't pay is because one, I didn't know I could pay it in installments. I thought it would had to be that amount number total on my check. I mean, I can pay some of it today even, but I will be paid by the second. I just don't have the 8/13/11 or the 7/95, or on this sheet of paper, it says 8/36/51. So I was confused and I didn't.
It's okay. I spend most of my life confused.
I blame it on my
All
hair
right.
color.
It's okay. So you just now know what you need to pay,
8/13.
get it paid. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
sir. Have a wonderful holiday.
Yes.
New Year, 'cause holidays over.
Yes, well, the holidays are over. I'm just getting to mine, but Happy New Year.
New Year.
Orchard Grove versus Nathan Allport. And Nathan Allport, Paul Cochran, and Stacy Allport. Is it King? Okay, so you're talking, but I can't hear you because you're muted, Nathan.
My bad.
Okay. Is that so all I have is Nathan here? All right, how much is owing?
Judge, $1,684.58. Court costs of $270, a total of $1,954.58.
How are you gonna get that paid, sir?
So I am unsure. I was a co-signer on this lease with my mother and I don't live there. So I'm unsure how to go about this, because I am currently in my own place with my own rent. So, yeah, I know that she has roommates and I'm unsure that like what their financial situation is there, but yeah.
Okay, well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to grant a judgment to the plaintiff in the full amount. That'd be no tribal issue as to defendant 1, defaults as to defendants 2 and 3. For the amount paid upon owed 1954.58 with a writ to issue in 10 days.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. And
Have
is
a
that
wonderful-
it for you?
It is, Judge. Have a happy New Year, and I'm glad I got to see you before the year was over.
Yes, ma'am, and you do the same.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Haverkamp versus Joshua Dent.
Good morning, Your Honor, or good afternoon, Your Honor. David Fantera on behalf of the plaintiff.
Your name?
Joshua Dent, Your Honor.
All right, and what's your claim on this case? Joshua, and I should say Sean Dent.
Yeah, that's my dad. He wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
I have recently paid 1,020 towards it. I know I said that I was going to pay the 800 by Tuesday to try to get it down. I have been trying to get in contact with Miss Valeria as well from Miss Haverkamp's, but
hang on a second. How much are you claiming is owing, Mr. Fantera?
The total balance now is $1,733.
Okay. Got it. So they got your payment in.
Yep, we did get the payments that he referenced.
So how soon can you get this amount paid?
I'm hoping to get it paid by January 2nd. I know it's going to make this a lot
No,
later.
that's fine. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take January out of the mix and I'm not dealing with January. I'm gonna grant a judgment to the plaintiff in the amount of the 1,733. All right,
Okay.
with a writ, you'll have until January 5th, that Monday, to get it paid. That'll work for you?
I'm going to make it work, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay,
Your Honor, is that after hearing?
that's, yes, no tribal issue up there. All right, sir?
Smooth then. I have until the 5th and then
Until
am I
you
back?
have it to the
here?
5th, and then you gotta worry about January. I'm not gonna deal with January now.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Just try to get you out of the hole here, okay?
I appreciate it, Your Honor. Thank you.
Not a problem. Take care of yourself.
You too.
Or calls the case of Mrs. Haverkamp versus Taylor Elam.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. David Fantair on behalf of the plaintiff.
Hello. What's your name?
Taylor Elam.
Why do you laugh?
I'm sorry.
Were you gonna give me a false name?
No.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just. All right. How much is owing, Mr. Fantair?
In this case, including court costs, $1,850.
It's the same as what we had before. And lady, how are you gonna get this paid?
I
Need your
have
hands
no
in your
idea.
pockets,
I'm still waiting for documents from my
Okay.
from my employer, as far as termination goes, to finish my SER.
Say
Or
again?
S-
You're
The SER in the Hawk.
okay. So you did apply for SER. And what about Hawk?
I do have a appointment scheduled for January 13th, I believe,
January 13th? How much is your monthly rent?
$975.
And you're working, correct?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. So the problem's gonna be that you're gonna have an issue of sustainability actually for both forms of whatever. How do you see yourself getting this paid?
I really don't know at the moment, but I am looking for work. I'm tried asking friends, family, but I don't know at the moment.
All right, let's do this. Rather than have the number go up, I'm gonna find if, after hearing no tribal issue, I'm gonna grant a judgment for the $1,850. Okay. Normally you'd have until the 5th. I'm gonna give you an additional week, so there's gonna be a writ not until January 12th, 2026. Between now and then, you're gonna have to try to figure it out, okay? But I'm giving you that extra time to try to figure out how you can get this paid.
Yes, sir.
Okay? I've not included January in any of this, so just try to get you caught up. All right? Thank you. Court calls case Red Line Apartments versus William Irving.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Your Honor. David Fantair on behalf of.
Your name, sir?
William Irving.
All right, and how much is owing?
The balance in this case is $3,083.
All right, you said you're gonna have it paid today.
Yes, I am currently waiting on a direct deposit into my account to be able to pay it.
That will pay it all off?
Right. Yes, sir.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. No tribal issue after hearing. Gonna grant a judgment for possession for that total amount. All right, with a writ date of the January 5th. If paid today, then I'd order the case dismissed if it's paid in full.
By the 5th
Okay.
or by today?
Pardon?
By the 5th or by today?
If you get it paid, well, theoretically, if you get paid before the end of the month, I'd order it dismissed.
Okay.
But if your direct deposit goes, here's what I'll do. Mr. Fantera, if he pays it by the 29th, I'll issue the judgment. But if he pays it by the 29th, just send me in a dismissal.
All right.
Okay?
I'll send in a
That way,
dismissal,
the
setting
case
the
will be
judge.
dismissed. Pardon?
Yeah, I'll send in a dismissal, setting aside the judgment and dismissing the case.
Yes.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, sir. Have a good New Year.
You as well.
Court calls case of YPF 16 LLC versus Christina Morgan. And Terry Jones Jr. Hello.
Hey, Your Honor.
What's your name?
Christina Morgan.
All right. I like that. Getting greeted, hey, Your Honor. That's how you guys want you to greet me. No. All right. Mr. Fantera,
Her balance.
how much
including-
is owing?
Her balance, including court costs, is $1,338.
gonna get this.
So I've talked to Peace Neighborhood and Barrier Busters Tuesday. Was hoping I would get a call back from them again today. She told me she'll give me a call back. But I haven't heard from them this morning. And so I was maybe hoping to get maybe another week extension to pay that balance. I am not planning on staying there after the 31st because my lease is up on the 31st.
Okay, so you're gonna move out on the,
I've already moved out.
you already moved out?
I'm in the process of getting the rest of my things out of there now, literally. I
Do
was
you
gonna
know
go,
anything about that, Mr. Fantera?
I do not.
my lease ends on the 31st.
The December 31st.
That's the end of my
Here's what
term.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grant them a judgment for possession. All right. Finding no tribal issue after hearing. Redemption amount is that amount. You need to move and turn in your keys. If she moves and turns in her keys, I'll set aside the judgment.
But we're still gonna leave.
If
the
you move
redemption date on
before
there.
the end of the year, if she moves before the end of the year,
I'll be done like tomorrow.
she's gonna be done tomorrow.
So we're gonna leave the redemption date, redemption amount the same, but if she moves out or pays by the end of the year, I'm gonna do the same on this case that I did in the previous case.
Correct.
Governor, is there a way that we could discuss the October's portion of the rent? Rappery House did pay their portion, but I did not.
You can, that who did not?
I didn't pay my portion, which was only $300 for that month because I didn't have heat the entire month.
So that may have to be dealt with later. What I'm trying to do right now is just stop this from,
Being an eviction. All right, sounds good.
okay?
I'll move.
Okay, that's a, thank
So I
you.
don't need to come back to court right now.
You don't wanna come back?
I do. I
You
love,
said
I love
what?
seeing you on the
You
right
said I
case.
don't wanna see that judge again.
On the right cases. I love being here.
Okay, all right, no, you won't have to.
All right.
You take care, have a blessed new year. Court does call the case of YPF 16 LLC versus Virgil Dunlap.
David Fancher on behalf of the plaintiff.
Okay, there he is.
Good morning.
Good, how are you, Mr. Dunlap?
I'm okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, hold on before you go on. Where are we on this one, Mr. Fantera?
This is a termination case. His lease expired a year ago. He was sent a 30-day notice. And I think the only issue that we had last week was he said he had paid his December rent. I got that that check back from the corporate office, and I was gonna pick it up and bring it today, except for you don't wanna see me today. I'm pretty sick, so I would, Mr. Dunlap can pick that up at 206 North Huron, but we'd still like a judgment for possession with him to move out.
Well, the problem's gonna be, that's for December rent?
Yep, they got it on the 4th. Yes. We never got the October or November, excuse me, we never got we asked him to leave November 15th. We never received anything for November.
They said they didn't receive anything for November.
Yes, she said they have all the.
Pardon?
She told me in the office they had all the rent. I paid all the rent.
You have copies of your
I
paper?
just got one copy for.
What is
last
that?
month.
What's that?
Last month.
What?
The one for the 4th.
December.
Yeah.
Okay, they say they have that, but they're trying to get that back to you.
Right, they got.
But did you pay November?
I paid all the rent. When I was incarcerated, right here.
You were incarcerated.
Right. So when I got out, I stayed in jail for about 3 months. And somebody else was living in the apartment. I was not there.
You were not there,
No.
but you're sure that October and November got paid?
Yes.
They're saying that you didn't pay.
I paid.
Pardon?
I called her Friday when I talked to you last week. And she said, "Well, I got all."
How did that October and November get paid?
Hold on, I got it on. Can I give you a minute? I can show you on the paper where I got paid.
You got paper?
I think so, back.
Okay.
Okay, can I need a minute?
Yeah, okay. I'll pass it. And then I do have Bishop Pickering versus Glenda Hubbard. That matter's dismissed. I'm playing this motion without prejudice. You gotta look for it? Okay, all right, I'll pass that, Mr. Ventura. He says he's got proof of payment.
Your Honor, can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
So let's assume that he can show that, and let's also assume that the court doesn't like the fact that my client held this payment for 3 weeks before returning it. I could reissue the 30-day notice today, and make sure we don't take it, and then he would have to be out by February 1st, which would mean by the time we get him to court. So could we potentially enter a judgment today that gives him till February 15th to move out? He's gonna have to move.
No, I get it, but I don't know if he's gonna. Mr. Dunlap, did you hear that? All right, well, you think about that a quick second. Let me get these out of the way and look for what you're gonna look for. Augusta Woods versus Papagaye.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jim Carl here on behalf of Augusta Woods.
Papagaye, not here. If you'd like to take a vote, please raise your right hand to be sworn.
I don't. I want to
No.
dismiss. I'd rather dismiss this.
Okay, very good. Even better, case dismissed. Augusta Woods versus Anthony Wilson.
Again, Your Honor, Jim Carl on behalf of Augusta Woods.
Your name, sir?
Anthony Wilson, Your Honor, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good, good.
All right, where are we on this?
Your Honor, I have a marked up consent judgment that both parties have signed. I was able to confirm Mr. Wilson gave me some numbers. I confirmed it with our client out in the hall. And the new numbers, if you can read the chicken scratch, are, I believe it was $825.07.
Correct.
So we've agreed to a consent judgment with a writ date of 1/5.
Is that correct, sir?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And you can get this paid by then, you think?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, fantastic. What I will do, you have any other questions regarding this judgment?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Since this is, and I do have to advise you, sir, since this is a consent judgment, you're unrepresented by counsel, you have 3 business days to think about it. If you believe that there's some legal reason, some confusion on your part, or some right you did not assert, you'd have to file a motion with the court within that time frame to set this aside. You understand that?
Sounds good.
All right, fantastic. I've signed it. Thank you
Thanks
guys
a
for
lot,
working
Your Honor.
it out.
Take care.
Take care. Have a good
Happy New Year.
new
Happy New Year, guys. Thank you.
Beal Properties versus Courtney Goff.
Again, Your Honor, Jim Carl on behalf of Beal Properties.
Hello, what's your name?
Courtney Goff.
All right. And where are we on this?
Well, Judge, I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage. We never got this motion. We tried to confirm with the court that it was sent to us. We just never received it. So I've been scrambling since about 11 o'clock this morning to know where I'm at. If I'm reading things correctly, I think the motion to set aside the default is untimely. And furthermore, the defendant's already been evicted.
I was locked out.
I have an application order of eviction that I believe Your Honor has signed.
Oh. Ma'am, you're saying, all right, so here's part of the problem, counsel. She's saying that she had paid her balance in full on the 6th of November.
I had paid it for October, and when I got served, I was told that that's what I had to pay to not come to court. So I obviously should have come to court in hindsight, but I didn't because I paid it on the 6th.
Okay, all right. So you paid what on the 6th?
So I paid October's rent.
On November 6th?
Yes.
Got that. and I see the proof of the payment of that. And how much was your monthly rent?
$9.90, but it ended up somehow every month being $10.50. I think with late fees, it was $10.50.
Do you have anything regarding their balance currently?
I don't have anything regarding the balance. What I have submitted to your honor are the court orders for the default judgment as well as the order.
I see all that.
That's all I have, because we did not know about this motion until we pulled a copy of the court's docket late this morning. So we did not because we did not receive it. I don't have a ledger. All I have, we were able to pull those.
Right, I got all that, but I guess I'm gonna tell you what part of my problem is. That on the 6th of November, and I have proof that this she's provided, there was a debit card payment of $530, which I'm presuming from your perspective, Ms. Goff, that brought you through October.
Mhm.
And that's, you're saying what they told you you had to pay, right?
Yes.
And counsel, where I have a problem and I realize a certain disadvantage, but just looking at these numbers, and part of this assumes that what she's indicating to me is correct, but I'm looking at the complaint. And at the end of October, about $1,000 was owing, which was her October amount, right? I have then a payment for $530 on the 6th. Then have a judgment. And then I have a judgment, 1705. Part of that's court cost, right? But the principal, I don't know what happened here, but I'm just gonna say this. I'm having a tendency to lend some credibility toward what Ms. Goff is saying. And here's the reason why I'm saying that. It's because the principal amount of the judgment, absent court costs, is exactly what she paid less $1,000, which was really her November rent.
If I may hazard a guess, Judge.
Yeah.
My guess is that Ms. Goff was told, and it's purely speculation on my part, that she was told sometime in October, if you pay this amount, you'll be fine. She didn't pay that amount until November. As we are wont to do, we submit an order on the date of the hearing that includes that month's rent as well. So while she may very well have, had she paid that amount in October, been current, or our client would have taken notice of that, by the time we got before your honor, now November has come due and that's what was submitted. I'm guessing.
I got you. When did they tell you to pay the $530? To pay up through October?
They said as long as it's paid before the 7th, you don't have to show up to court. So I really should have shown up, but
No, but when they say, as long as it's paid, are they talking about the full amount or just October?
just October.
Did they tell you that specifically?
They said with what is on this paperwork, as long as this is paid, the process server.
And you say on what paperwork?
On the initial eviction paperwork.
Okay.
So it was.
You just mentioned something. Was that the process server that told you that, or somebody?
It was a process server, yes.
Oh, dear God, Lord have mercy.
And your honor, I would submit that that's not my client. And my client would not have given
No,
that.
counsel, I'm not stupid. So if somebody told you that, right? Did they remove all of her items from the unit?
I'm sorry, what?
Did they removed everything from her unit?
I don't know. All I know is that she's been locked out. I can, if you'd like to pass this, I can find out from my client. If, assuming they're working today.
What? So where are you staying right now, Ms. Goff?
Unfortunately, the Harmony House.
Let me pass it a minute. Let them find out. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
I just got a receipt.
Pardon?
I ain't got the receipt with
You
me.
don't have the receipt? Okay.
I can get it.
So, Mr. Dunlap, what they've said is, even if you win that you paid, they're gonna issue another thing and have you evicted.
Yeah, but I wasn't on the property at the time.
Pardon?
I was not on the property at the time they're talking about.
Yeah, but they're evicting you. You don't have a lease.
Oh, because they never sent me that.
I know, but you don't have a lease. So that means that they can ask that you leave in 30 days.
Okay, well, I'm talking to the lady at the office.
Pardon?
I was gonna talk to the lady at the office and they let me sign a new release.
I don't think they're gonna let you sign a new lease.
She said, I'm all caught up. She said, ain't no.
What?
She told me I was all caught up.
I know, but then I have a feeling they're not letting you sign a new lease.
So can I come back on another date?
Mr. Frontera, I'm assuming your client is not going to have him sign a lease.
No, Your Honor, we've had significant problems with that unit. And I don't really want to, I'm not going to go in the record unless you want me to. But no, he's not.
It's all right.
He's not going to go.
So they're not going to give you a new lease. What he's willing to do, you said February 15th or thereabouts?
Yeah, I think that's within the 56 days, Your Honor.
Time, I ain't got another apartment. Right.
Oh, but Mr. Dunlap, here's going to be the problem. I don't know, even if I adjourn it out today to the 9th, and you've got to come back with the defenses to this, and there's no defense, then you're going to have to be out January 19th.
All right, I'll come back with a defense.
Pardon?
I get a defense. I try to come back with a lawyer.
You want to come back with a lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay. He hasn't proven to me a part for us thing. I'm going to adjourn this to January 9th, 2026. My next available date at 2 p.m. And Mr. Dunlap, I'm letting you know, if I don't see anything, what's going to happen is going to happen. Thank you.
Also, Your Honor, I want to tell him he can go over to 206 North Huron and pick up the 200, the money order. It's waiting for him. If he doesn't pick it up before the next hearing, I'll bring it with me.
Okay, what about my other money?
What other
What
money?
about the other money? I've sent to the office.
Sir, I don't know what to say
Okay, I
about
go
the other
bring the
money.
receipt. I bring the
Mr. Frontera, they got that check. I don't know about the other money.
Okay, can I
But
bring
you're
you?
supposed to bring me a receipt.
Okay, I bring you the receipt.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna step off. We'll try to get that one started. He's calling on Ms. Goff's case. So Ms. Goff will hear you in the next block. Get you called in that court extended.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Grand Rapids Management versus Nicole Sales.
Your Honor, we are at the same way as we were last week. It is 2,758 total. That's including the costs.
All right, ma'am, how are you intending on getting this paid?
Well, I've been in talks with some family members and I mean, I am working too. I did file another SER. I'm still waiting to hear from them. And then my uncle wanted me to let him know how today went. And then he's going to see what he can do for me over the weekend. And I have spoken to my landlord and he is aware of all this. He said he does not want to evict me. I mean, I just need to get caught up. I've lived here. February will be 7 years that I've lived here and I've never been in this situation.
Okay. All right, so let me ask you this. If you had to come up with, how much is your monthly rent?
It just increased to $925.
Okay, so it's about 1,000.
Yeah.
And if you had to come up with this 2758, how long would that take you?
I mean, I'd like to have it all paid by the end of the month. I mean, I can't promise that.
End of December?
Yes,
All right. And then you'd be working on January somehow or another, right?
yes.
Okay, let's do this then. I'm gonna find no tribal issue after hearing on this. I'm gonna grant a judgment for possession. And basically, ma'am, for the 2758, that freezes the number because if I adjourn it out, we're gonna have to include January in our number, okay?
Okay. So,
Now, by statute, you'd have until the 5th of January to pay it. If I give you another week on that to the 12th of January, you think you can get this paid?
absolutely.
All right, then what I will do is I'll grant that judgment, writ date January 12th, maybe over the objection of plaintiff, but I'm gonna do it anyway. January 12th, 2026.
Okay, so what?
All right.
What does really that mean? That if I pay that amount?
Okay, I got you. So what it is there's nothing in this case for me to hold a trial on. That's a
Right.
no tribal issue after it, okay? This is the hearing. So I'm giving plaintiff a judgment that they can act on, that either this amount gets paid or they can seek an order evicting you from the premises.
Okay, so as long as I have that paid by the 12th, then I'm safe then, correct?
That as long as you have it paid by the 12th, you're absolutely safe. And, sometimes if it gets close, you can talk to your landlord or whatever, but if you get that paid, I'm giving you that additional week to.
I really
Because you're
appreciate
trying
that.
to do whatever.
Okay, thank you so
Okay,
much.
does that all make sense to you?
Yes, it does. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, do I submit that judgment to the court?
Yes.
Okay.
I would need a judgment to the court.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
Recalls cases, BO versus Goff.
Again, Your Honor, Jim McCarroll on behalf of Beal Properties.
Your name, ma'am?
Courtney Goff.
All right.
Your Honor, I called several different phone numbers and either they're not in today or they're all busy. But I called about 3 different numbers and no one picked up. I have left messages, so I don't have anything to report to the court.
Here's gonna be the problem, ma'am. The judgment was entered. Ma'am, did you ever pay your November rent?
I didn't.
Huh?
No, I didn't.
Okay, let me ask you, why not?
I got really sick and I had to take like 2 or 3 weeks off of work, and in my line of work, you don't get paid for that. So that's.
Okay, so let me ask this then. Is it the same thing for your December rent?
Well, also my work it fluctuates. My income fluctuates very often, but it's been very slow for the past like 2 months. So that has been something that I've never dealt with. I've never not been able to pay my rent, like literally. So I don't know. It seems to be picking up now. So.
Okay, no, I got you. There's a reason why I'm asking, because I probably do one thing. If somebody told you that, and I believe that somebody told you that, you paid it, and then this happens, but you also then had paid your November rent,
Right, I understand that.
right? But this looks like a much different circumstance because, and I have to just kind of go with the equities of it. Had you come to court on the 7th, okay, we may have gotten an adjournment, but we would have still been in November. And then what would have ended up happening was we would have seen the payment, right? But then November wasn't paid. So they would have gotten a judgment that you would have had to pay November. And then even if they didn't get the judgment regarding November and it kicks into December, you'd still have to pay both of those. Got it?
Yeah.
So while I understand the motion and why you may have acted the way that you did, and that it's quite frankly nobody in this room's fault. I don't know that the equities of it would lead me to the conclusion to say the plaintiff restore her back because she then paid November, she did whatever. It's like part of it was done, but the other part wasn't, and we would end up in the same spot.
So I'm just, what about my things?
Well, and that's an interesting thing. You can go talk to your landlord about it, but typically, ma'am, regrettably, when my order's being executed, your items that are there are removed from the premises. In fact, they have to be before the premises are indeed locked. While I don't know for sure, the email from the court officer indicates that that's what transpired. Your things were removed and the premises locked. Okay, sorry. All right.
Not your fault.
All right. So for those reasons and for the reasons stated, I'm regrettably going to have to deny your motion.
Okay.
All right, the judgment and eviction was.
You need an order on it?
All right, thank you. Same to you, ma'am.
Your Honor, I hope you and your staff have a safe and happy new year.
You do the same, sir. Barnes versus Sharice Christian and Dylan Rose.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ellis Friedman on behalf of the plaintiff, Barnes and Barnes.
Names?
Sharice Christian.
Dylan Rose.
All right. And how much is plaintiff claiming his own on this?
2920 in rent, 295 in costs for 3215.
Folks, did you get the 600 paid?
Not, it was the 29th. I told you the date. I didn't get my first full paycheck until today.
All right. Have you heard back from SER?
I have not. We submitted the tracking number for the.
Yeah, I got it. But you haven't heard back anything yet? All right, they're gonna be entitled to another showing of granted. During this January 9th, 2026 at 12 noon. All right, folks?
All right.
Pay what you can, because how many people are in your household? So just so that you know, an SER is only gonna net you about $520.
Okay.
Have you talked to Hawk?
They don't do anything until MDHHS has rejected you. And then.
No, that's not true.
That's what the lady told me.
If they told you that, that's not true.
Okay.
You call them back.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Spencer Collins versus Jandrea Brown.
Ellis Friedman for the plaintiff.
Got him at all?
No.
No, not here. Do you wish to take a default, sir?
I do.
All right. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Go ahead, sir.
I've reviewed the ledger in this matter, Your Honor. It's 8133 in rent and water. It's 334.25 in costs. 8467.25.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default. I have them appearing last time for possession and money. What was the total amount, sir?
Okay, 8133 plus 334.25 for 8467.25.
Judgment for possession with the redemption amount in that amount by default with the writ to issue in 10 days. Money judgment in that same amount is also.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ordered to pass LLC versus Carrie Armstrong.
Ellis Friedman for the plaintiff.
Armstrong? No response. You may proceed, sir.
Your Honor, it's 7082.67 in rent. 292.30 costs for 7374.97.
Judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default for possession. Redemption amount in the amount requested with the writ issue in 10 days. A money judgment will also issue with the court having them. I have them appearing the first year.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Have a very happy and blessed New Year's.
You too. And I don't think I'll be seeing you at that luncheon.
He said that would be true. Arbor Woods versus Tina Carrico.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sydney Fontanella, P86316 for the plaintiff.
Not checked in. Is their motion? This is their motion.
Your Honor,
Oh, really?
we had submitted the writ, but I think you had set it for a hearing due to the small amount of money left on the judgment.
Yes.
The tenant had paid, I believe it was like $1,600-ish, which left a balance of $304.25 left on the judgment.
Yes.
At this point, my client hasn't received any other payments. Obviously,
Okay.
the balance is 1309.90. Obviously, the judgment doesn't reflect that because the judgment was taken back in November.
Got it. All right. I will indicate that the writ may issue and be executed.
Your
So we'll
Honor,
get that out.
I was gonna
Yes.
say, do you show that you have that in the file? I show that.
We do. I
Okay.
do have the writ.
Okay,
And
thank you.
We'll sign it. Yes, thank you. Arbor Woods versus Brittany LaFloria.
Sydney Fontanella for the plaintiff.
Hello.
Hello,
Name?
Brittany LaFloria.
All right.
Your Honor, I do have an update for you on this one. So
You do what?
I said I have an update for you on this one. So Ms. Dornbush from my office had submitted to the court today our answer and reply to Ms. LaFloria's counterclaim. At this time, though, Ms. Dornbush and Ms. LaFloria have been in settlement discussions. And so I think we're really, really close to settling this as we have filed a non-renewal on this as well. And so we're trying to get a total resolution regarding everything. And so at this point, we're requesting a 2-week in-person adjournment for a bench trial just in case it's not resolved before then. My understanding is that Ms. Dornbush had reached out to Ms. LaFloria today and we're really close to terms, but
Do you agree on that or?
Yep.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I can adjourn it to the 9th on my regular landlord tenant docket, or I could put it on the 6th for a final settlement conference. Which would you prefer?
can we do the 9th and can we do that in person, Your Honor? Hopefully we'll have that
Yes.
done and we won't need to show up for the bench trial, but we obviously already have cases with you that day anyway, so.
January 9th, 2026 at 12 p.m. All right, and that is in person.
Thank you, Your Honor. And then
Thank you.
LaFloria,
you.
just continue to stay in contact with Ms. Dornbush from my office.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thank you, ma'am. Happy New Year.
Thank you. You too.
Sile Farms versus Maria M. Lotha.
Sydney Fontanella for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Yes, she is. Sim Lotha, hello. Was anything able to be paid between the last time we were here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on, Miss Lotha. What do we have?
Your Honor, I'm showing now that there's rent of $90.71, court costs of $190 for a total of $280.71. My understanding is that Faith in Action had come through and made a payment on the account.
Miss Lotha?
Yes.
The 280.71. Are you gonna be able to get that paid or?
Yes, I should be able to come up with that amount next week, Friday.
By when? Friday?
By Friday next week.
By the 2nd. Okay. So Here's what I'm gonna do.
It
We'll do
may
it
be
this way.
sooner than that, but I just don't like to make promises I can't keep. So I
Yes,
know
ma'am.
next, I know Friday I will be able to.
I
But if
got
I
you.
can come up with it before, I may pay before Friday, but to be sure, Friday.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grant no tribal issue judgment to the plaintiff for that full amount of the 280.71. All right, with a writ date of the 5th. Okay, I'm doing that to freeze that number. I don't want it to go over into January, Ms. Lotha. And
Yes,
what I'm
and
gonna give plaintiff permission to do is, if you submit the judgment after the 2nd, I will just sign it. Otherwise, if it's paid, then you can dismiss it.
and the judge, I wanted to ask, did they charge me for December late fees? Because I paid
Pardon?
1,000 for December rent.
Well, but if you're, Ms. Lotha, if your account's behind, that's gonna be a problem, okay?
Oh, okay.
They're entitled to their late fees if your account's behind.
Okay.
All right. All right, so we'll do it that way. And Ms. Lotha, my last case of a very long day, and that makes me happy that somebody came through. And we got
Yes,
most of this done.
Yes, I didn't enjoy Christmas. I wish the check came before Christmas.
Okay. All right, Ms. Lotha, you take care of yourself. Okay.
Yes, thank you so much. And this is a good birthday gift, and God bless you.
All right. God bless you too, Ms. Lotha, and have a blessed new year, ma'am.
Thank you, and same to you all.